So somebody else just popped in. As I explained before, we've been through 4 of what appears to be 10 characters. This is a cute little indie game called Speed Dating for Ghosts. We went through a little bit of it last week. The intent is to finish it this week. And it's really a lot easier to play than to explain. So we're just going to go for it. Hello again. It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down and you can go right in. We're going to go ahead. Last time we cleared out the Room of Black. We have not yet entered the Room of Liars. And we have fully talked to one character in the Room of Palms. I'm going to say, for now, hello, I don't have any user ideas. Very creative name. I am going to go ahead and enter the Room of Palms first. There are 2 characters, I believe, left in here that I have not talked to yet. Speed dating rounds have wrapped up, but some ghosts are still hanging around. Choose your date. Last time we went with Vera. Vera had a very sad story. She was killed by a group of mafia members. So really kind of sad. And we helped her from the afterlife contact her daughter to let her know what had happened, how she was killed. And yeah, it was very exciting. Steph or Riley. Steph just recently found out that she is a ghost. Riley offered to take us to a football game if we go on a date with him. So Steph, who we actually told her she was a ghost, Riley wants to take us to a football game. He's sort of a jock, but he's very cool. Last time we all got along very well. You got anybody have any suggestions, Riley or Steph, who we should go with for this first leg of the journey? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Riley, and we will go with Steph next. Alright, here we go. Oh, sorry, I don't have any user ideas. We're already in. Riley asked you to meet at Key Heights Field, his old stomping ground when he played football for Haxon Tech. You smell that? Riley pretends to breathe it in. Oh, because he can't breathe. Smells like victory out here. And weed killer. Yeah. Thanks for meeting me on a Sunday at this most holy place. My old team, the Phantoms, are playing our arch rivals, the Demons. The Phantoms need to win this game. Not for some championship. Just to maintain some dignity. Yeah? We've had a sucky season. Oh, they've had a sucky season, sorry. A lot of sucky seasons since I died, honestly. Not that I'm full of myself. You make your way into the stadium. This is a college football game in the Midwest. The stadium is huge, something the pros would be lucky to play in. There are thousands of people here to cheer on the hometown Phantoms. Riley takes you to the sidelines. Ghosts get great seats at sporting events. If you want, you can go right on the field. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah? Alright. Phantoms 0, Demons 0. Commentary. Welcome to the second game in our exciting late season doubleheader. The Haxon Phantoms have had a lackluster season to say the least, winning only 2 of their last 7 games. Haxon is looking to save face against bitter rivals Hades U and their Screamin' Demons. Here we go. The Phantoms get on the scoreboard early with a quick return and a smart pass for 6. Go Phantoms! I could not agree more. Touchdown! So we're just watching football? Yep. Nothing better than football. They kick it through the uprights for the extra point, and that makes it 7. Yes, easy point. After a few turnovers, the Phantoms throw a long bomb. They make a spectacular catch in the end zone. What a play! Oh, snap! Another touchdown. That is definitely what football people say all the time. Oh, snap! Another touchdown. The Phantoms try for the extra point. It's good! Nice work with the kick. Again, people often celebrating the extra points. I understand why you like this. I engage in football. There's a lot of game left. Totally. Anything can happen. And probably will. That's why I love football. Yeah, got the whole Phantom squad. The Demons are looking like a new team in the second half. I'd like to see them try to turn it around. They make a huge push to get within field goal range. The kick is long, but it's good for 3! Pfft. They gotta do more than that. Yeah, don't they? Phantom ball, they go for a gutsy pass. Interception! Oh no! Oof, that wasn't a smart pass, guys. The Demons are brought down again within field goal range. After failing to get another first down, they opt to kick it through the uprights for 3. Another field goal? Ha! Don't worry, we still got this. Is this Amara? I'm not worried, don't be so sure. I'm not worried. Love the optimism. Sports boys like encouragement. Don't even need to hear it. They can just feel it, you know? The Phantoms are back on the offensive after a couple turnovers at midfield. They fumble the ball, the Demons pick it up and start to run. To the 50, the 40, they break free, they're going all the way! Touchdown! Oh no. The Demons try for the 2-point conversion to tie it up, and it's good! Tied game, guys. The Phantoms and Demons are now tied with just a few minutes left in the game. What an exciting turn of events! We're gonna cheat, I bet. I gotta do something. Yes, sir. Let's get it. I gotta help my team. They need to know they are good at sports. But a ghost secretly fixing things, that'd be unsportsperson-like. I agree. Even if they don't know what's really going on, totally not my style. What if you play for the other side? Even the odds a bit. Let's do this. The Phantoms have possession. The young team watch their lead disappear. Now they've all but lost their momentum. Everything is turning towards their stunning defeat at home. I'm Team Demons now. We'll see about that. Riley takes control of a running back. The QB hands off the ball to Riley, who makes a break for it. He's tackled quickly. It's 4th down, but the Phantoms are just within field goal range. Riley has to gain 3 yards or risk turning the ball over to you. Oh, God. Alright, I got some options here. Choose a defense based on what you expect Riley to do. What do we think, guys? Do we try to go for the run stop, or do we go for the field goal block? What do we think, team? Riley 100% goes for the run. I don't know, because this guy knows his football. I think he might go for the smart move. But if we have a vote that says go for the run, we're going to go for the run. Are we ready, guys? Field goal. Facing A goes for field goal. He goes the full way. Run it. Riley will try to run the ball. The Phantoms try for the field goal. No! Despite you setting up for a running play, the ball sails into the air on a straight path to the uprights. Unless... Oh, guys. Do we cheat him? Do we cheat our date out of his football victory? Or do we play fair? This is a tough one. I like this guy. Play fair. I can either smack the ball out of the air, or we can play fair and let the ball just go straight through. The ball's currently in the air. We can either block it out of the way and cheat, since we're ghosts, or we can not do that. Yeah. Yeah, those are my options. So, yeah, I mean, this is my big beefy boy. This is my new ghoul friend. Hopefully, if this date goes well. Play fair. Let it go through. The ball squeaks through the uprights. Field goal! Yeah! The Phantoms move ahead of the Demons with only time for a few more plays. I saw a window. Went for the easy 3. Demons have possession now. They make a heck of a return. In 3 short plays, they reach the Phantom 40-yard line. Now let's see what you can do. Oh, now it's our turn. Do we go no mercy and go for the do we go the face and A method and go for the touchdown, no mercy? Touchdown win. I see. We kind of want the Phantoms to win, right? Because that's what's gonna make him the happiest. Play it easy for the field goal, but do we want to overtime? I'm gonna go for the field goal, guys. The Demons attempt a gutsy pass on the 3rd down. Interception! Oh no! The Phantoms regain control of the ball and have a chance to widen their lead. Tough break. Gotta know when to kick, bud. Down first at the 40-yard line. Expect a run or a pass. Chat's like 20 seconds delay. Yeah, that happens. We're gonna play the pass. Phantom quarterback moves back, then left before finding an open receiver on the right. Oh. Sorry, Flamin' Kosh. The receiver breaks away from the pack. He's got a clear path to the end zone. Touchdown! Oh. How you feeling? Bad. I'm getting destroyed. I am feeling good. I'm feeling good. Would he go for the kick? If he goes for the kick, that puts him up 10. If he tries for 2, that puts him up 11. He's gonna just kick it through. Try for 2. The risk pays off. Man, he's just beating me at all these coin flips. They run it right past the Demon defense, who were set up to block the kick. Ooh, I feel like dancing. Because you were expecting a field goal, Riley was able to convert for 2 points. That settles it, folks. With seconds left, the Demons only have time to mount one more run. You're out of time. Even if you managed another touchdown, it wouldn't be enough. Phantoms win. Hey, we made our boyfriend happy, and that's what's important, right? After the Demons fought hard to tie the game, the Phantoms came alive in a tense 4th quarter to win it with confidence. That was rad! Riley stands there awkwardly, not making eye contact. Absolutely! We're gonna kiss him. Let's go! He purses his lips and leans in to kiss you. You lean in too, and go right through each other. Riley looks embarrassed. That was my first time trying to kiss as a ghost. Guess I need some practice. Haha. Wanna try again? What if I said no? It didn't give me an option, but... No, you had one chance. You blew it, buddy. Alright. And that is Riley. Oh, dang. Well, this person's like a moose, so... Here. We are actually... Oh, sorry. Bumped the mic. We're going to go back to the menu and look at Riley's gravestone. Graveyard. Riley's the big one. Oh, cause of death, traumatic brain injury. I couldn't tell. He was 21 years old. He was a promising wide receiver who first made a name for himself in high school, turning his ability to catch any pass into a college career on full scholarship. But the trouble with fielding a lot of passes, you take a lot of hits from bigger guys trying to stop you. Those hits took their toll on Riley early. After he lost his helmet in a rare fumbled play, he began experiencing concussion-like symptoms, but he refused to tell anyone for the fear of being benched. Now in death, he still loves the sports and helps others be the best they can be out there, even guiding a few last-second plays in favor of those who work hard and play safe. Back to the menu. We're going to run it back with Steph, who, for those who missed it, Steph recently found out she is a ghost because we told her so. That was a really good one, Flamin' Kosh. Ghosts are still hanging around. We're gonna go with Steph. You catch up with Steph. She looks surprised to see you. You think it's hard to tell with the mask. Hey. What's up? I'm not gonna do a voice. Is everything okay? Where are you going? Home. I think. I'm not really sure. Why? Where are you going? Your mom's house. Ha 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 ha. Let's go to the symphony. Whatever that means. Normally I'd love to see the symphony. For all the years I've played clarinet, I've never actually seen a professional orchestra. Sigh. Another time though. Maybe we could just walk around. Maybe find a nice park. Oh, so going to the park anyway. Talk a bit. A heavy layer of snow has claimed the trees and buried the grass nearby. A cobblestone walking trail twists around the edge of a lake. You pass an old ghost sitting on a bench, tossing nothing on the ground but still going through the motions. The ghosts of geese gather around him anyway, acting out a ritual that no longer serves any purpose. This is all still so confusing. Do the second option. You must have lots of questions. I really, really do. Were you this lost when you died? No. So you just were like, oh cool, I died. And now I'm a ghost. Yeah. I just feel like I spent years on a puzzle only to realize I'm missing pieces. They're gone. I'll never finish. And now, what do? Do I take the puzzle apart? Be proud I did what I could? What do we even do as ghosts? Do we get jobs? What's the point of anything? I've really leaned through this playthrough really heavily until you can scare people. Steph does look a bit salty. Grainy, I would say. Let's go. You can linger. You can scare people. That sure is something you can do. I'm not like that. I don't want to haunt people. Polygeist. That's a Monster Prom reference. I don't want to haunt people or make them sad. I didn't say sad. There are good reasons to scare. What, like Vera? She told me about her life. I'm not angry like that. I want to get away from what killed me. As far away as possible. Where will you go? Where do ghosts even live? Or not live? You know what I mean. It's not like she just turned into a ghost. She's been a ghost the last, 3 years or whatever. It's just that now she knows she's a ghost. She doesn't have to, well, she lived somewhere before, eh? Everywhere. I get to decide what kind of ghost I am? That's a lot of freedom for one Steph. It's also kind of exciting, actually. Ellipses. I think I'm ready to take my mask off. Yeah, exactly. What did she do before she knew? Did she still go to work? How did that even work? I think I'm ready to take my mask off. You got this. If you say so. Gary? How do I look? You look like you. I feel like crying. The good tears. But nothing's coming out. Thanks for the talk. It helped a lot. We should do this again sometime. I'd like that. I'm ghost slaying. It's hard to be a ghost, but Steph seems like she'll be alright. What's next for you, though? The Room of Liars? Is that the last one? That is exactly how I would put it, Flamin' Kosh. Stephanie. Spirit of Denial. Do these all have? Spirit of Determination, Spirit of Despair, Mischief, Compassion. Drea, Spirit of Mischief, has been my favorite so far. Spirit of Vengeance, and then now we have the Spirit of Denial. Died of brain cancer. It took Steph a while to realize she was dead. If you beat cancer, it can be hard to accept when it comes back with a vengeance. Though the disease ultimately took her life, it could not take her spirit. Now Steph begins a new chapter, overwhelmed by the potential death affords. Start game. Nice to see you. I don't think that I get to choose a date. I think that I'm basically just running through just started going on these mini quests. Room of Liars looks a bit like a conference hall, and so now you guys are gonna get to see me do the actual dating part. We're gonna run through all 3 of them 3 times, and be introduced to all the characters. So you guys will get to see these characters from the beginning now. The kind you might see in an airport hotel. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couples' 65th anniversary in the evening. They left a few balloons behind. Worn, plush stacking chairs are set on either side of lacquered oak tables. In one corner, there are wine glasses and metal pitcher of water. Alongside, a stainless steel urn for coffee. A piece you could play after this is Mortician's Tale, if we're liking the death motif. What's Mortician's Tale? Ghosts don't need coffee. One particularly nervous ghost is holding a cup anyway. Some habits never die. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Oh! Ah! A ghost! Oh god! Sorry. Of course you're a ghost. We all are. Death positive. That's neat. I'm still not used to this whole being dead thing. I'm not that scary. No, you're not. But you're still a ghost. When I was alive, I was so scared of ghosts. It started when I was little. A movie I saw. I pushed my bed against the wall. I told my mom it was so I wouldn't fall out. I couldn't sleep unless my back was against that wall. Why were you scared? I'd picture the worst ghosts, devils, dark entities, hateful things floating in the dark, hiding in mirrors, watching. Standing behind me, and now I learn they were there? Everyone who told me that there was nothing to be afraid of? They were wrong. Ghosts are real, and I am one. See, that sort of gets into it, though. They said, quote, there's nothing to be afraid of. There were actually ghosts, but so far maybe this is wrong. The ghosts never harmed him, so there was nothing to be afraid of, technically. At least as far as him getting attacked by a ghost, if that's his fear. It's not so bad. For you, maybe. I'd rather not become what I fear. You can be anything you want. Anxiety. I'm a spirit of anxiety. I might want to be anything else, but that's what I am. What about you? Are you afraid of ghosts? No. Why? How? Most are just people. And you're not afraid of people? People aren't always good, you know. Give bad people ghost powers, you get spirits of greed, spirits of malice. Ugh. Everything is the worst. Ah! The bell rings. Oh. That was just the bell. Phew. I guess we'll talk more in a bit. I wonder what the other ghosts are like. Another ghost appears. Oh, this guy is wonderful. Well, look what we have here. The ghost's voice creaks like ancient wood. The name's Spooky Peter. He tips his hat. That was my nickname in high school. Dust spills off the brim. How do you do? You seem ancient. My record of hauntings goes back long as the door, since the Black Death took me in 1665. I thought the plague was earlier. The Black Death came in waves, lingered for centuries. I was a doctor in London. I knew I'd got it. The second the chills started, I was dead in days. Last great gasp on bubonic on the island. Some 68,000 went with me. Ever since then, I've been spooking folks. Even been in books. Not always by name, mind you, but you can tell when it's me. The top hat, the fear. All hot and sick. Nobody spooks them like Spooky Peter. I try my best. Do you? Guess I see it. The potential, I mean. I can help with that. Teach me your spooky ways. Now. Take me out to dinner first. Spooky Peter doesn't just teach anybody. A rock has potential before you throw it through a window. What makes you any better? I turn milk into worms. Gross or fair, eh? I suppose I can see that working. I'm a big fan of Spooky Peter so far, especially if they're drinking the milk when it happens. Worms is a leap though. Maggots will blend in a little better. People are spooked by the unexpected. Messing with something familiar like that would be pretty spooky for sure. No way are they going near milk again. Spooky Peter laughs. Arr, 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 arr. Or coughs, it's hard to tell. So how's that for a lesson? Basic. What else you got? Slow down there, bedsheet. Learning to spook 'em takes time. If a legendary spookin' is what you're after, and Spooky Peter's gonna take you under his wing, so to speak, you'll need a solid foundation. It's all about knowing your audience. A good spookin's in the details. He did a little smirk. The bell rings. The bell. That means we move on. Guess I'll be seeing you. Yes, you will, Spooky Peter. Thick layer of dust now covers the table. Oh, that one is bright. Oh, that's brighter. Okay, another ghost appears. Oh, another wonderful one. Comes straight out of the gate with "Wanna make some money." For those that are just now tuning in, we are playing Speed Dating for Ghosts. It is an indie game where I speed date some ghosts. Basically, we're having a conversation. This was the first round of conversations in this room, so you'll be able to see the second round shortly. But this guy we just got introduced to. It's like a little shark man. And then afterwards, we pick which one we want to go on a longer date with. And then we're going to repeat it with all three. That way we can get the full experience for everybody. Want to make some money? Excuse me? Do you want to make some money? Dollar bills, cashola, you know the stuff. How? Not so fast. Let me feel this out first. You could be a narc. What is even going on here? Classic narc line. I'm just fooling. No narc would dress like that. Dress like how? Like you're dressed. Anyway, you're alright. Offer stands. Money to be made. Do ghosts even need money? Technically no. We don't buy things, but money buys something else now. Favors with the breathers, influence, information. The living always want the money. The living buy plenty. The name's Leon, by the way. I rob banks. Don't judge. Do we rob banks, guys? What do we think? I kind of just right off the bat want to go with I'm not interested. Because I'm a prankster ghost. I'm not necessarily a malicious ghost. Although it seems like Spooky Peter kind of wants me to be malicious as well. Nice to meet you, Leon. Flamingo's on fire. Nice to see you back. Don't be making this personal. We rob a bank together? That's it. No more contact. At least not for a couple of months. How do we do this? We're ghosts, aren't we? Problem with robbing banks, people see the robbers, but you can't see a ghosty. We can walk right in and float that money right on out. Genius, right? The perfect crime. I can't believe I'm humoring you. You know it'll be a good time. We might get money out of it. And what are the consequences? Are the cops gonna arrest a ghost? What about the ghost cops? He's not even thinking about the ghost cops. No, they're not. The Ghostbusters are gonna break down my door. I'm still not convinced. When you signed up for this, what were you looking for? A spooky book club? A napping partner? Me? I want excitement. What's more exciting than robbing a bank? As a ghost. Who else can offer that kind of fun? Nobody but Leon. I don't know, we did do some pranks with Drea that were pretty neat. So, I'd like to know more first. If it'll get you on board, I'm an open book. Ding-ding-ding-ding. I predicted it. The bell rings. Nuts. Nuts indeed. Time to switch seats. Don't worry. I'll be back. We got more to talk about. That we do. We do have more to talk about. Alright. Second round begins. The other ghosts, they were not as nice as you. Leon's just a creep, and Spooky Peter, that name is earned. Also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Keo. Oh, that's a neat name. Sorry. No need to be sorry. No need, sure. I'm still sorry, though. My anxiety gets the best of me. And social situations are tough. This one especially. Leon's a piece of work. I'll say. He actually asked me to rob a bank. Can you believe that? When I told Fran... You told Fran? I feel like I had to. Oh gosh. Does this make me a snitch? Do you think Leon will find out? Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I bet that we get to date Fran at the end of all of this. Maybe you shouldn't have. It's probably for the best, right? Who comes to speed dating looking for bank robberies? Leon's got some guts, or whatever the ghost equivalent is. What would that be? Sheets? Your speed dates are going well then. You're not like these other ghosts. I'm sure thankful for that. At best, dating ghosts is frustrating. Everyone asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like? If we were alive, the questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. I'm a really big fan of Kaio. I think so far my ranking is Spooky Peter. Are we saying it Kaio or Kyo? What do you guys think? But then anyway, and then under that, I already forgot. What was the last guy's name? I don't care. Kyo is what we think. It's Videodrome, by the way. His favorite movie, I mean. How did you die? Oh, please, not you too. I'll give you the short version. I was in film studies, worked my way toward a PhD. Leon, yep, that was the last guy. In debt, always pretty sad. I had good friends, though. I was always studying. One weekend, they convinced me not to study. Yeah, Kyo. They said we should go to the lake instead. I couldn't swim. I never learned. You see where this is going. Yeah, I do. Oh, is that why you're so drippy? Everything went black and quiet. I woke up dead in a fancy wooden box under 6 feet of dirt. I saw this tweet the other day. It was like, it was, a lady said, definitely Kyo must have drowned in a lake because Kyo is dripped. Yeah, it's really good. What was I saying? Oh, saw this tweet. Lady said, guys under 5'9" shouldn't exist. And somebody responded, I'm 5'5", but that's 11'5" over your dad, if that helps. And then in her bio it had, rest in peace, dad. And I was like, damn, that's pretty good, huh? They buried you alive? I was actually dead, don't worry. Okay. Oh, Kaio. But I sure didn't know that at first. I didn't know where I was. I fell right through my coffin, through my own body, down, 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 into the bedrock. It was so dark. Bedrock? Minecraft? Minecraft and speed dating for ghosts? That sounds awful. It was. I will never forget the confusion, the helplessness. I seized up. That actually stopped me from falling. When I freaked out, it was like my whole body became corporeal, not flesh. Yeah, that's ghost things for you. Just like, you know how if you concentrate, you can still pick up objects? Like that. Oh. Except I was the object and the earth was holding me. It was so quiet there, stuck in solid rock. Sounds like a nice napping spot. How long were you down there? That's hard to say. I didn't know much at that point. I didn't even know I had died, let alone what was happening. Where I was, drowning wasn't as bad as that. Listen, I'm sorry I've been such a downer. I promise I'm not always like this. I was thinking, maybe we could go out sometime? Somewhere quieter, maybe. Like the bedrock, with fewer loud bells and spooky Peters. I'd like that. Aww! Look at his cute little face. I can't wait to do something with you. That isn't talking about myself, sorry. What a neat guy. The devil horns are turning me off a bit. I don't like the implication that this guy's the devil. But see you after we're done. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't like, but then also he's gonna be the spirit of anxiety is gonna be what it is. So, but yeah. Just like Steph died from brain cancer, didn't put it together when she was like passing through walls. What? And that she's at literally a speed dating for ghosts. Like what? How do you accidentally end up going on a date with this guy? What? My spooky protege returns. What knowledge do you seek, protege? I want to know it all. In time, a truly spooky ghost requires one thing above all else. This guy reminds me of Vera a lot. Patience. What spooks Spooky Peter? Not much, though I will say, I ain't so fond of beasts. What kind of beasts? The domesticates. Dogs? Hounds? Felines? You're scared of cats. Spooky folk like me rely on a certain covertness. I can't just be all clanging about, announcing myself. That's not so spooky. Cats, they can sense Spooky Peter. They know I'm there. If I hide in the closet, they'll scritch and scratch at the door, start yowling, even run around in the dark to wake the owners, I wager. It's trouble, let me tell you. A real impediment. Spooky Peter wheezes. Something's rattling around in there. Are you okay? Oh, he's coughing because of the plague. Tell me about the plague. The man I was died. I won't say much more than I have. I did my life. Now I do something else entirely. You ever been to the mirror world? What's that? Place beyond this, but the same as this. You've seen it, but always looking in. Well, now I gotta know about that, huh? What? If you fancy another lesson, come on by that edge of things. I'll show you around the other side. I'd like that. Maybe you think you'd like it, seeing it's another thing entirely. Some things spook even Spooky Peter. Now I'm gonna ask right now, do we think we want to go through with the ghost heist, just on the principle of trying to beat the game? Trying to see everything we can see, because ghost heist does seem pretty entertaining, huh? Hello again, stranger. Still thinking I'm trouble? I don't know you well enough yet. This again, huh? Yep. Same old, same old. I hate talking about myself, almost as much as I hate repeating myself. I came here to find some associates for criminal activities. I'm not looking for friends. I might as well hear you out. That's all I ask. So I found the perfect bank. It's on 4th, a quiet branch. Just a sec, I'll show you. Leon pulls out some graphing paper. I drew the layout in pencil. I probably didn't need so much detail since we're going in the front door. I just figured it's best to be prepared. Wait. Does this mean you're interested? No promises yet. Hey, it's something, so after we get in the bank... Oh man, think fast. We got company. Leon frantically puts the graphing paper away. So then I says to the priest... What are you two talking about over here? Oh, hey Fran. How's it hanging? We've had complaints, Leon. About my cologne? You know what about. I promise I don't. I'm just looking for love. Just like all the other ghosts. Just like my friend here. Fran stares at Leon. Like she'll see the truth in his eyes. Fine, but I'm watching you. Both of you. Hey! That was a close one. Thanks for not ratting me out. It took all I had. No problem. I got a good feeling about this. We're gonna be rich. I need to know who I'm working with. Alright, fine. I'll give you my life story, abridged version. I'd probably help maintain our cover anyway. Sorry. Fran walks by, seems like she's eavesdropping. The trouble with me is, it's hard not to talk about stealing. I stole candy when I was 9, switched to beer at 14, first car a year later, hit up convenience stores, drive-ins, even held up a laundromat once. I threw my back out carrying all those quarters. Why did you steal? More like, why do I steal? Made more sense than other work. Getting robbed by the man, legally, you know? Now I steal because I can turn invisible. Used to dream of a power like that. It would have kept me out of a lot of jail. I robbed 5 banks in all when I was alive. I spent the rest of my life behind bars. So you have unfinished business. Nothing so dramatic. Stealing's just all I know. It's a hobby. Talent. The love of my life. Alright. Man, those are 3. Heard my pitch. Gotten to know me. A little more than I like. So, what do you say? Oh, I bet if I help him out, I go on a date with him. If I turn him in, I go on a date with Fran. That's my bet. I'm gonna help him out. Yes, I'll be at this branch at this time. Leon slides you a slip of paper. It's been a slice. That it has. Alright, who are we going with, guys? Let's have a vote. One, two, three, Leon, Peter, Keo. One vote for Keo. 2 for Keo, 1 for Spooky Peter. Take a... Right now, 2-1, Keo's leading. We'll get to all 3 eventually. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going with Keo. You meet Keo the next day, waiting on the street as you approach, looking nervous. I'm shocked. Aw, he has headphones in. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? They definitely turned that music up. Let me... turn that down a bit. Don't worry so much. What? Take off your headphones. Hold on a second. Let me take off these headphones. That's better. So, what were you saying? Were those headphones plugged in? Plugged into the ether? So you ready to go? Sure am. The middle of nowhere. Not literally. I know, because we're ghosts. The middle of nowhere. Could mean something weird. Just come with me. Keo takes you to the woods. Deep into the trees, far from any paved roads. Is he about to take me where he died? Did you know I make greeting cards? For ghosts to give to other ghosts. Happy anniversary of your tragic end. Look at how cute he is. I'm happy for your loss. That sort of thing. It's just a hobby. I figured it wasn't a ghost business. You stop at a particularly barren patch of prairie land. Everything is frozen over. The few clusters of trees are stripped of their leaves with branches like bony hands. Squat birds huddle together for warmth near a frozen lake, while a dry, biting wind blows through. Isn't it great out here? I come here to think. I watch the birds. I listen to music. There aren't many souls here, just the birds and the wind. I see why you like it. I can be myself here. No one bothers me. I don't need happy things to remind me that I'm not happy. I need sad things to remind me it's okay to be sad sometimes. It's a nice way to put it. It's exhausting to worry like I do, but I'd rather embrace my sadness than just ignore it. Sadness is a real thing. As real as we are, anyway, so I embrace it. Keo looks out onto the frozen lake. Come with me. I want to show you something. We're going to drown again. He's going to drown again, I bet. Keo leads you away from the lake toward a pocket of trees. Dang it. Hidden among the poplars and pines is an old house. The wood is gray and brittle. The roof collapsed long ago. The house is a tiny thing. When it was standing, it had just a single room. Inside, the floors are rotted through and covered in layers of bird droppings. In one corner, a wood-burning stove is rusted through. There's not much else. An entire family lived here. Kids were born here. People died here. And then it was abandoned. Left to fall apart. Lost among the trees. Now it's my home. Love what you've done with it. I would never change a thing. It's perfect. Keo leads you back into the cold, back to the edge of the frozen lake. This is as far as I will ever go now. And you know what? That's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, that candle's hot. Fuck. Burned myself. Alright, graveyard time. See Keo, Spirit of Anxiety. He's 29? Is that what that says? Yeah. He drowned. As far back as Keo can remember, they were afraid. Ghosts, water, living an irrelevant life. Then they drowned at age 29, a year before completing a PhD that put them thousands in debt with no promise of even a sessional work after graduation. I feel like this might be a self-insert. Now they're a ghost facing an eternity of time and no idea what to do with it. Meeting other ghosts is helping though. Since speed dating, Kyo's even taken up a new hobby, learning to swim. Aw. Kyo needs therapy. Agreed. Well, that's sweet. Alright. Hello again. It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down and you can go right in. Back into the room of liars. Alright. Are we robbing a bank? Or are we going to... or well, I guess we already got a vote for Peter. So let's just go ahead and go with Peter. Spooky Pete. Let's get it. You arrive for your date with Spooky Peter. A hall of mirrors at a roadside carnival. A clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance. Welcome to my home. Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors. With only a slight reflection, it's especially disorienting to navigate these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror, taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave, as if to pull in everything around it. We're going into this mirror. Oh! Let's go. Together, you step inside the mirror. Welcome to the mirror world. He's facing the other way now, and he's a different color, I think. Or as it's known here. Alright, let's see if I got this. Dolro Rorem Icht. Ethereum. That's the mirror world spelled. I know! Do you see the eerie green? I do. That is what happens when an image reflects itself. It takes on an eerie green. The more times a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes. Just like this. Somebody screenshot this, start green screening rainbows onto it. There's actually a science behind that. Science has no bearing here in the mirror world. The physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over here? That's pretty neat, Spooky. Or am I over here? Perhaps it is all of the above. Or even nowhere at all. That's amazing. Thought you might be impressed. I've practiced these skills for ages. Centuries. It's not easy being green. Now come with me. The spooking hour approaches. Was that all for that joke? That's 3 a.m. in case you're wondering. YouTube moment. YouTube kids moment. Where are we going? We're headed to a brownstone. A walk-up I know quite well. The second-floor apartment, in a house going on 100 years. A student of the arts named Paul has moved in. He heard the rumors. The house is haunted, they said. He ignored them. The cost was worth the fear. Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into a life still being lived. Each mirror in the living world is actually a door. Staring into one long enough in the dark or saying a spirit's name 3 times, that's like knocking. After a short trip through oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror. A splendid haunt. There's a joke somewhere where he just said about if you look into the mirror too long, that's an invitation for ghosts. There's a joke about the Kardashians somewhere in there for me to make, but I'm not sure that I feel like putting it together at the moment. Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror glass into a long hall lined with bricks on one side. There are still boxes in the hall. The mirror you stepped through is propped up against the wall. At the far end is a massive kitchen with original marble tile that does well to hide its age. Paul is sleeping. Let's get to spooking. Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door where a man in his 20s is sound asleep on your mattress. He is snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats to the one shadowy corner by the open window, then motions for you to do the same. The curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. Ellipses. He's just standing there. Should we shake the bed? Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a threat. Spooky Peter stands motionless for several minutes. Wait, no. 40 minutes. 40 minutes of doing nothing but standing there. Finally, he moves away from the corner. Watch, protege, as I tighten the knot. Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwood floor. Pause. The old wood lets out a loud creak, creak, creak. As steady as a pulse. Telltale heart. Is that story? Or is that a different one? Paul is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling, and starts to scratch. Scritch, 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 like raspy breaths. Paul is still snoring. Peter is starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks or peers? I didn't see it. Some sort of orange foam. It obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I am thwarted by the progress of man. You scratch with one nail long and deep above Paul's head. It leaves a long vertical line in the plaster. Ooh. Arrow pointing down. Menacing. But open to interpretation. The fear this will sow brings me butterflies. I am proud of you, protege. Truly, you are spooky this day. Spooky Peter leads you back into the hallway mirror. Back through this weird mirror world of his. A fractal realm on the dull side of the Tane. What he said. Eventually you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in. Well, this is me. Thank you for your company. That was fun. I am pleased. Before we return to the physical world, I should warn you, time behaves differently in the mirror world. What may have felt like hours was in fact years. A decade has passed since we began this date. I speak in jest. It's barely been the length of a talkie. A talkie. The look of fear on your face. Spooky Peter spooked you good. He tips his hat to say goodbye. More dust falls off the brim. Guess I'll be seeing you. Fun fact, the only kiss that we've gotten is from Football Guy. Sorry about this one. I will say that was, for Spooky Peter being so far one of my favorite, dates that we've had. Or not dates, introductions we've had. That was not one of the better dates. Spooky Peter, he was 34, died of the bubonic plague. He is the spirit of malice. Spooky Peter isn't his real name, it's the one he was given by the author of famous, totally true ghost stories. Having been dead some 4 centuries now, Spooky Pete is the oldest ghost at speed dating by a mile. In life, he worked as a doctor, notably treating victims during the last significant outbreaks of the plague in London, the disease that would ultimately claim him. Alright, 2 more. I think it's Leon, and I still think that we're going to get to date Fran. Hello again, it's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down and you can go right in. And then there are 4 more on the other page. It's called the beach page. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to those today, and the reason I say that is because I think that there's an expansion to this. I'll look into that in a minute. Room of Liars. Speed dating rounds have wrapped up, but some ghosts are still hanging around. That would be our main man, Leon. Let's rob a bank. Heist time, baby. I guess it's time to rob a bank. Leon said to meet him in front of the Mortal Trust on 4th. Like the name suggests, this is a bank for the living. Once they notice they've been robbed, they shouldn't suspect the dead. Hopefully. I'm getting nervous, not gonna lie. Oh, don't chicken out now. The others are supposed to be here. Others? We can do this alone. Not really. Without them, we're down a lookout and our guy on the inside. What's my role? You'll be coming in with me. The score in there? It'll take more than one ghost. I'll need your hands full and your mouth shut. Oh good. Here comes Carl. Hey, this is Carlsbad, our token breather. No offense. None taken. I'm just happy you ghosts want to hang out. So, how's it going? Is this gonna be the date? What kind of name is Carlsman? Name my... Carlsbad, sorry. Named me after where I was conceived. Carl's the man on the inside. I'm a teller at this bank. We're gonna get this guy killed. I know the combo to the safe and where the cameras are pointed. Why rob your own bank? I hate them. They need to pay. Salary's not good enough? Their wages are not bad at all. Competitive, even generous. And don't get me started on the benefits. So why rob them? They wouldn't give me a loan from my vape store. Jerks. So I'm just gonna take the money, live my dream, my vape dream. All banks are bad. Satan's in suits. Facts. No offense. None taken. And speak of the devil. Peter! In the flesh, so to speak. We met in the room of liars, same as you. When I told him I robbed banks, he immediately said he was in before he even heard the plan. Always looking to get my beak wet, so to speak. So here's what we're doing. Spooky Peter will hide out by the door. Watch for trouble. Should be smooth sailing. They closed 6 hours ago, and there's no security tonight. I saw to that. What happened to Winston? Who? The security guard. He's taking some time off. Oh good, Winston works so hard, he could use a break. And that's what he got. Dun dun dun, I agree. Let's get this train rolling. Follow me. Carl pulls out some keys and unlocks the front door. Though alive, he's already proving useful. Inside, the bank is dimly lit. It's eerily quiet at night, like most places busy in the daytime. Spooky Peter disappears into the shadows by the door. Carl and Leon make a beeline for the back. Carl hops over the counter like he's in some heist flick. Leon floats right through. You catch up to them around a corner by a heavy-looking door. This is the vault. What about the cameras? Dang, you're right. I got so excited I forgot. Good thing I'm wearing the ski mask. Hurry up. Every second we're in here, we risk being caught. The cameras really matter? It's mostly a precaution. Without eyes on us, well, Carl, they won't know how we pulled it off and won't be able to guard against it. You know, in case I want to do this again. Smart thinking. Carl gets to work disconnecting the cameras. He starts at the one trained on the vault door. Uh-oh. What's wrong? They have some lock on the wires. I thought it'd be as easy as unplugging it. Carl, you thought? You didn't look? Take a look during business hours? Someone would have noticed. What do we do now? This whole time, Carl is staring directly into the camera, the worried look on his face in full view. Alright, here goes. That sound scared me. That was way louder than the rest of the game. That was fun. Only 10 more to go. Seriously? Seriously. Carl darts through the bank, frantically smashing every camera. You know, we should have got him to unlock the vault first. Ugh. What's going on? Why are you back here? You're supposed to watch the door. I heard a noise, thought something might be wrong. So you left your post? Who's watching the front? Wait. Why is it so quiet? Oh geez, it's the fuzz! Lights flashing blue and red fill the bank. We took too long, but who tipped them off? Fran. Spooky Peter's not hanging around to find out. Figures. Guess we make our exit too. What about Carl? There's no saving him now. He knew the risks. As you leave the bank, you see Carl in cuffs. He's raving about ghosts. The officers are laughing at him. Poor Carl. Can I help? Not really. Okay. Maybe you could try breaking him out of prison, but that's for another time. You've gotten in enough trouble today. And that is at least the 9 main characters we're introduced to. Go back to see anything else. Hey, hi. Ooh, I'm sorry. The event's all done. All the other ghosts have left. Yeah, from what I hear, you were pretty popular. Still couldn't find the one, huh? Sadly, no. That's okay. There are always more ghosts. People die pretty much all the time. Did you have fun at least? It was a blast. Glad to hear it. I've been having fun just observing. I set this up to help find other ghosts find something they might be missing, or to learn more about themselves. In a way, we're all products of death. I like to think I'm also her student. How did you die? In a pretty pointless way. I was driving my hatchback and I hit a deer. Yeah, we both died, and now I'm here. Not sure where the deer ended up. Right here. Maybe you're the deer. Anyway, let's play trivia. I have questions prepared and everything. Welcome to Fran's Scary Hard Trivia Challenge. All the questions are ghost related. Don't worry if you get any wrong. I'm not testing you or anything. Question 1. Which film star is said to haunt the Hollywood Roosevelt? Okay, I'm gonna ask for viewer help. Hello. How do I say this? Juka Shizuma. Juka Shizuma. Hello. Thank you for. Oh no! I didn't mean to click something, and the answer is Marilyn Monroe. Oh, I got it right on accident. Whew. Thank you for hopping in. Man, guys, that was stressful. Juka Marilyn. Marilyn actually lived in the hotel. Juka Ama, I'm assuming. Hailing and the power might go out. That's an Indiana thing. Or just Justin. Hey, they both work. Marilyn actually lived in the hotel for about 2 years. So, we are just now just about wrapping up playing Speed Dating for Ghosts. It's a cute little indie game where we speed date some ghosts. We're doing a trivia challenge with Fran right now. This is the last ghost, I believe, for today. For about 2 years. Now she haunts it. Pretty cool. Question 2. Which Shakespearean king appears as a ghost in a play that shares its name? Man, guys, I have not read up on my Shakespeare. Anybody know which Shakespearean king? King Lear? I'm gonna take your word for it. The answer is actually Hamlet. Oh my goodness. This was a tricky one. Hamlet's father appears as a ghost. His name was technically also Hamlet, King Hamlet. They are the ghosts of kings in Richard the Third, but not Richard III. Question 3. A red blood cell that has lost its hemoglobin is known as what? Ghost. Because then it's a white blood cell. That's my guess. The correct answer is ghost. Let's go. Good job. Ghost red blood cells are empty shells. It was not because they are white. It's because they're shells. They show up on microscopes, but they're pretty much see-through, like ghosts. There we go. Question 4. During her seances, what did the medium Duncan famously regurgitate and call ectoplasm? Lard sounds like it would be ectoplasm. I get why you'd pick a goop, but the answer is actually cheesecloth. Yeah, Duncan was a medium in the early 1900s. She was said to fake ectoplasm by pulling gross cheesecloth out of her mouth. Duncan was also the last person imprisoned for witchcraft in the UK. Go figure. And question 5. This is the last one. That means it's also the hardest. Which of these authors did not have a story in the first volume of the Fontana Book of the Great Ghost Stories? If anybody knows this one for sure, then let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go for Edgar Allan Poe because that's the only one that I recognize. Seems like maybe he was not in it. Go for Poe, says Justin. Let's do it. The correct answer is Poe. You got it. Poe was in the second volume. Blackwood and Lawrence both have stories in the first. Blackwood was prolific. Thank you for giving me the right answer. Well, Lawrence, best known for not ignore me, penned a great one called The Rocking Horse Winner. You got 3 questions right. That's more than 50%. It's not the honor roll, but you passed. I'd like to see your sources. My sources. Okay, sure. Here you go. You get all that? Oh, look at the time. I need to finish closing up. If you're looking for something to do, you can always visit the graveyard, relive some of your past dates there, or select erase date data to start over. That's in the options menu. What else? You could always go to hell. Excuse me? I meant that literally, of course. I hear it's gorgeous this time of year. If you combine travel and accommodations, you can get a pretty good deal. My friend Gail is a travel agent. She could find you a great river cruise package. I'd like that. Here's Gail's card if you end up going. Be sure to send me a hellogram. Alright, time to go. I'll ring the bell to make it official. The bell rings. Sniff. Thanks for playing. We beat it! Go to hell. Click this. This would unlock 4 more people. Oh, hey there, stranger. You look like you could use some A-N-A. Was that supposed to be an R? Romance and Retribution. The name's Gale. I'm a travel agent for the dead. I've got all the best deals. Singles cruises on the River Styx, cookouts on the shore of hell itself, all inclusive at Daytona Beach. You may be dead, but that doesn't mean you can't still have fun. Nice to meet you, Gale. A nice one, huh? That's unfortunate. Oh, okay. I like the bad ones. She winked at me. I can be bad. Oh, that's cute. I'm sure you're awful. Another wink? I despise you. I'm organizing a singles event. It's on Mortal Beach, overlooking balmy Brimstone Bay. It's a great view of 2 whole circles. 3 when the weather cooperates. It's going to be a party for sure. Is hell dangerous? No. It's wonderful. You hear horror stories, I know, but this place is just hot and fun. Besides, you're dead. What have you got to be afraid of now? But hey, you didn't pick up my brochure just to hear me blab on, unless you did, because then, another wink. I totally have a timeshare to sell you. Let's get you to the beach. We'll start things off with an icebreaker, something familiar, some speed dates. Alright, guess we're speed dating in hell now. That was quick. They threw us right in. So we have 3 more dates now. For the living, the shores of hell might seem like a strange place to take a vacation. It's no Maui, or Cancun, or Bali, but hell has its charms. The sand on Mortal Beach, like the water in the bay, is piping hot year-round. The air is sweltering, heavy, like a good sauna, or an oven. In hell, there is no night or day. The crimson light of eternal flames casts a pleasant flickering glow on everything at a comfortable distance. In a way, it's kinda romantic. The bell rings. If you are not yet following, I would very much appreciate it if you did. You'll even get a little pop-up at the top left with a Sonic giving the thumbs up to let everybody know that you're a follower. The first ghost appears. Wait, are they a ghost? Yeah, there you go. Justin followed. Got the nice Sonic thumbs up. Salutations, brah. Thank you, Justin, for following. They call me Andy. Party? Oh, I fucking party. You look like you party. I party. Rad. Partying's like my main deal. My raisin... Anybody that speaks... I'm gonna assume that's French because of the apostrophe for no reason. Anybody know what that says? I exist to have a good time. Bring the awesome. What's your favorite kind of party? Bope? I'm assuming that meant to say nope. I know that Flamin' Kosh speaks a little bit of French. A rager. Me too. Ragers rage like the fires of hell. Probably why I like it down here. Nothing like a wild night. The kind that comes with a story. So this one time, rad, story time. I was at a house party. Classic setting. I had an oboe. What? Why? What brings an oboe, or who brings an oboe to a house party? Played some New Radicals. Yes, absurd to the max. Bonus points for a good band. You only get what you give. I miss my bucket hat days. Then I smashed the oboe. Ha ha ha. Remind me to invite you to my next party. Bring an oboe. Thanks for the awesome anecdote. As a party demon, always happy to compare notes. You're a demon? Indubitably. I know that word. A demon's like a ghost. We float around like you, but a demon was never alive. We're sort of born like this, with a singular purpose. For me, that purpose is partying. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Andy chugs a six-pack, all the cans at once. Burp. Ah, that's better. That was impressive. I'm skilled for sure. You know the whole 10,000 hours to get good thing? I've partied for 1,000,000 hours, probably. Plus there's hella incentive. If I don't party, I die. That's horrifying. It's mostly good times. I got a sweet deal. Other demons go do grody stuff. Murder demons. Screaming demons. One time I met a cleanliness demon. That was an awkward date. I like messes. Mucho gratitude for the kind words. I'm proud of the mess that is me. Hold tight though. Gotta dance a bit. Andy dances a bit. Cha-cha-cha. There we go. All good in the hood. Hey, wanna hear a fun fact? These beads and shades aren't just for show. They lessen my need to party. Can I wear them? Not my shades. They're custom. Maybe the beads. You prove you're worthy. Show that you're a real party ghost. There's the bell. They even have the bell in hell. Let's see who else showed up today. I'll be back in a while, alligator. That made me mad. A party demon. That's new. This is neat. I like the hell expansion. Another ghost appears. A ghost this time. Hello. Oh, and what do we have here? Another lonely spirit. Tell me, lonely spirit, what is loss? .jpg. Excuse me? Perhaps you did not hear me. After all, who among us has ears? Among us? I wonder, lonely spirit. Do you feel what you lost? The space it once occupied? Talk about something happy? Oh, heavens no. I'm quite incapable of happiness. Everyone's oh, you sound like Gary. Gary? What an odd name. I don't think I've ever known a Gary. But if Gary is devoid of happiness, it's likely we would get along. Ghosts are desperate for purpose. We lie to ourselves, tell ourselves we still matter, that a part of us remains. But who is to say we matter anymore? We are not even matter. We are more like echoes, epilogues of unfinished stories. Soon, there will be nothing more to say. You and I will truly be nothing. I believe it will be glorious. You are such a downer. This likely won't surprise you. But you are not the first ghost to call me a downer. You were being clever. I certainly have cause. Like you, I lost my life. Oh, no shit. Unlike you, it happened twice. They call me Agatha, Bane of Bricksdale, Connecticut. An irregularity in the blood count. I suppose you could, at one time, call me a vampire. Now I am a ghost. How is that possible? I was turned into a vampire. That made me undead. It took a stake through my heart to simply make me dead. Stake looks painful. It only hurt for a second. My former lover had impeccable aim. She had just discovered I was a vampire. She wasted little time. Now I wander between worlds, a nothing and nowhere, deserving this lonely death, my broken heart on full display. We should pull out the stake. Fell in love with an emo girl. No! Please do not touch it. It is my burden. It belongs there. I feel a friction between us. I am a downer. And you are fast to pass judgment. We may not be so compatible. Can we try again? There's no turning back. Time ticks on. For those living and us dead. But we may change our dynamic, if you wish to keep speaking. I lived a long time. I've come to realize everything changes if given the time. I'm sick of sad ghosts. I want to keep talking to you. I sense the bell will soon ring. You will have a second round. I will remain here until then. I have nowhere else to be. The bell rings. And there it is. Until the second round, lonely spirit. One more introduction to be made. Another ghost appears. Let's hope. This is the best one. For sure. Undoubtedly. Hi, hello. Excuse me, sorry to bug you. You are not bugging me at all. I'm looking for my human. Oh, have you seen her? Does she look like a ram? A ram? You mean Gale? Oh no, Gale's not my human. She's around here somewhere. I'm sure she is. Sigh. My name's Dave. It's super to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, Dave, even if I am kinda sad today. Thank you for the pat. I like pats as a rule, but please ask next time. Oh, I'm sorry. What kind of dog are you? The cute kind? Kidding. When I was alive, I think my human called me Retriever Cross. I must have good conversations with her. She can't talk. Not anymore, anyway. My human is a wisp, a piece of a spirit. She's usually right by me, just floating around. Never leaves my side. Why is she a wisp? I think because she's not dead yet. A wisp is what happens when just a part of a person dies. That's what Gale said anyway. All I know is, 1 minute I was alive, eating some chocolate I found. The next I died. When I came to, I was a ghost, and the wisp was there too. I guess that means part of my human died with me. How did you know it was her? I just sorta did. It's hard to explain. We dogs just know these things. So, could you smell her? Nope, I can't smell anything now. My eyes are still bad. I miss smelling stuff so much. At least I can still hear. Can I scratch your ears? That would be super swell. Scratch Dave behind the ear. Thank you for scratches. It's pretty hard to do without back legs. Already? The bell rings. Ah, woof, woof, woof. Sorry. I guess I'm on edge. Still not sure what to think of you. Also, I keep forgetting when the bell rings. It's time to change places a few more times. And I'll be trained, hopefully. You see my human, tell her to come home, okay? I will watch out. Dave almost ran away when you pet him without asking. You're gonna need to be more careful if you want to earn his trust. I should have asked. That was wrong of me. Alright, second round. What was... Oh! Sup, Spooky Ookie? Nice bikini. Righteous to see you again. Spliffandiferous, even. I like your bikini. Thanks. I like to switch it up. Right now, it's polka dot time. Where'd you get it? The mall. The Demon Mall. It's like a regular mall, just with a really freaky food court. Lots of gnarly eats. Decent place to party. Round 1. Who's you guys' favorite so far? I'm leaning towards Dave, if I had to make a choice. Because, of course. Which reminds me, here we go again. Scoozy. Andy does some random air guitar. Dave, the dog. Hello, East St. Louis. There, all better, jet setter. Hey, what's your opinion of platypuses? Platypi? Whatever. Those hairy duck dudes, look it up. Yeah, everybody's saying Dave. Why? Just been thinking lots about animals. Which ones party, which ones don't. The ultimate party animal? I think it's a platypus. Justify this decision. I think about shades, sunglasses. Another vote for Dave. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. Like the ones on my dome. If you put them on an animal, who looks the most down to party? A platypus. It's inarguable. Okay, fine. Kangaroos are up there. Dogs too. Especially if they're in a sidecar. Well, I have news to you about a dog at a party. Especially if they're in a sidecar. I love dogs in sidecars. I love dogs that party. Like Dave the dog? Balto over there? Pup's goal-oriented for show. Exactly. I mean, it's a ghost dog. But also scatterbrained as heck. Loyal but flighty. A total Libra. What about Agatha? Vampire ghost's a wet blanket, obsessed with the past, single-track mind. Agatha's a Scorpio, most deaf. How do you know all this? Oop. Here I go fading away again. Nature calls. Andy crushes a beer on their head. So, where were we? Andy still appears to be fading. Maybe you should keep partying. What? Didn't work? That never happens. Put on more party accessories. I'm trying. Maybe if I put on more party accessories? I left them in the car. What if Andy dies? The bell rings. I gotta go. You better do some more air guitar. Andy's been partying for more than 1,000 years. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Don't worry. I mean, don't worry that much. Demons aren't even real. Or are they? Back to sad ass. What was this Gale? Or no, this is Agatha is her name. Gale was the ram horn lady. Greetings once more, Ghost. I must say, our first conversation was the best of a bad lot. They say hell is other people. If you're the sort hell attracts, I'm liable to start enjoying it. You do seem like you'd fit in. Thank you. Time slows when you... That's true. Does time slow around me? I do not understand why. You guys are noticing it too, right? The text moves slower. I keep skipping past it because it's moving so slow. From my perspective, it ticks away just the same. Perhaps your idea of time moves quicker than is typical. Perhaps it's a product of my curse. Vampirism is a curse? Immortality worsens the longer you live. And my hunger for blood is insatiable, especially now that I cannot feed. When I first became a vampire, it was difficult to find blood without killing people, of course. What about blood banks? I am surprised, lonely spirit. You have an intelligence, it seems. That's precisely how I solved my problem. I became a nurse. I was quite good at finding veins. It was easy to take more than was needed. A unit for a test that required a vial. I only took more from those. Healthy enough to give it. Have a favorite blood type? They all taste different, like red wines. The rarer the type, the blander the taste. The palate count is also a factor. Thin blood can be quite refreshing, but you have to drink more to get your fill. Who turned you? The one who turned me was my husband. My first husband. On our anniversary, 8 years to the day. He said this way, I would be pretty forever. I did not ask to be undead. I wanted to grow old. I wanted to die someday. That is the natural way of things. He did not care what was natural. He did not care what I wanted. What happened to him? I foolishly mistook his gesture for romance and stayed with him for a number of years, but eternity is a long time. Eventually he left me, for someone he deemed prettier. I can only assume he turned her as well. The bell rings. Should you wish to know me better, you need only look where crimson meets black. However, if you are not interested, I will understand. There needn't be any bad blood between us. Goodbye, lonely spirit. If there's any bad blood between us, I think she's gonna drink it. Am I right, ladies? Perhaps I will see you again. A vampire ghost has taken an interest in you. That's neat. And back to Dave. Good old Dave, our favorite. Let's go. Oh, hi again. It's me, Dave the dog. Want to hear a joke? I would love to hear a joke. Jokes are pretty great, I think. Okay, so, this dog walks into a bar, and get this, he walks up to the bartender, and the dog says, "Give me a gin and ginger." Then what happens? The bartender looks up and says, "Holy moly, a talking dog!" Dave the dog laughs. That was my human's favorite joke. You're a good dog, Dave. I try, I really do. I don't chew as much stuff now. I sometimes had trouble with that. The place I was haunting didn't have a pup. They kept finding their stuff chewed up. There's less stuff to chew in hell. You're so nice and good. I'm glad you're in hell with me. If I don't find my human, maybe you can be my new one. Oh no, I shouldn't say that out loud. I forget I say things now. You'll find your human. I sure hope so. I miss Miriam so much. That was my human's name. Miriam took me for walks, twice a day. She let me stop to smell literally everything, and sometimes when it was extra hot, we'd go swimming in a lake of water. Where could Miriam be? We had favorite places where we'd go on our walks. I bet probably one of those. I bet she's looking for me too. You want more pats? Oh yes, please. You pat Dave. Thanks. That makes me feel appreciated. Appreciated and safe. I love Dave. Ah. Woof, woof, woof. Oh no, I did it again. Sorry. Again. I sure hate that bell. That's the last of the speed dates. Time to pick someone to date. Ooh, pick me, pick me. We're going straight for Dave, right? Absolutely no chance we go for anybody but Dave right off the bat. Everybody's in agreement that Dave's up first. I'm taking all your silence as a yes. We'll circle back to the others in a minute. Dave 100%. I agree Flamingo's on fire. You came! I love Dave too. I knew you'd come. Are you still liking hell? I'm starting to love it. Guess I'm a real hellhound. I thought dogs went to heaven. Oh, we do, but we can come and go. As we please. There's a doggy door. It's thoughtful. Oh yeah, they think of everything there. Can we go for a walk up on the surface? Sounds like fun. Oh boy, it'll absolutely be so fun. I want to take you everywhere. All my favorite places to smell. What about Miriam's wisp? Oh yeah, Miriam's wisp. We gotta find her. Good thinking. If we hit up enough spots, we might just find her wisp. I didn't see the tail wag. Where could she be? A place we've already been. She's a wisp. She's drawn to familiar things. The good park? The good pet store? The good couch? All of those, probably. One of those, probably, sorry. Couch? You're darn right, a couch. Not just any couch. My couch. My human thought she owned it, but I peed on it. And she didn't, so law says it's mine. Dave leads you to a townhouse. A nice place, clearly taken care of. The park is packed with library sale books, vintage postcards, souvenirs from trips to Korea and Portugal. Miriam likes to travel. The place is empty. I guess that's where she is now, traveling. I'm just glad I don't gotta stay with her sister anymore. Sisters, am I right? Dave floats over to an ugly couch, orange and brown, covered in dog hair. He curls up on it. Sometimes I still come here, he says, just to be close to my human. It's quiet in the house. Miriam apparently didn't get another dog when Dave died. Dave rests for a while. He seems at peace here. Eventually, Dave's ready to continue his walk. Where to now? Pet store? Yay! I saw it that time. I love the pet store. Dave leads you to a pet store a ways into the nearest town. The store is called Pet Your Bottom Dollar. That pun might be the scariest thing in this game. It's well past midnight and this pet store is closed. There are aisles upon aisles of food and toys. The most expensive stuff is up front. The crap is in the back. Dead dogs don't need to eat. Still, Dave seems pretty excited when he sees all the cans. Let's find some treats. Dave finds an aisle with treats in open air. In containers low enough for most living pups to reach. Ooh, can I have one? Please, please? You pick. Ooh. Get the rawhide stick, my boy. The rawhide stick is thin and beige. Dry rawhide wrapped up tight like a long cigarette. It's cheap but effective. Dave is staring at you, eagerly awaiting your decision. Let's go with the pig's ear. Pig's ear's hard and kinda greasy. It's gross, but you can see why a dog would want it. There you go. Toss Dave the pig's ear. He catches it in his mouth, and somehow swallows it whole. You can sort of see it floating inside of him. I wish they would put that somewhere. I'll save this for later. Good idea. As Dave explores the store, a wild wisp appears. Is this Miriam? It's hard to tell. The wisp isn't doing much. They're just kinda floating in front of you. Maybe they're studying you? Do they even know you're there? I have a sword? Hello, Miriam? The wisp cackles like fire. You're not sure what it's trying to say. Nice to meet you too. The wisp buzzes. Is that a good sign? Ah! Wait, what? You try to catch the wisp. The wisp starts to shimmer. It pulses and shakes. It seems unstable. Is it angry? Is this the end? I think I made the wrong choice, guys. Miriam, stop that! Not cool, Miriam. This is a friend. F-R-I-E-N-D. I found Miriam's wisp. I see that. Good work. You're lucky I showed up. Wisps aren't violent, but if they feel threatened, they spray ectoplasm. You almost got doused. It's not a good time. It's almost as bad as a skunk. Oh, there they are. They're back together. Miriam, I'd like you to meet a friend. No, I haven't replaced you. Miriam flickers cautiously. See? A friend. Miriam flickers and flashes. She'll get used to you. She just needs some time. Want to go for another walk? Miriam starts to shudder and shake. We need some time first. I need her to know she's still my human. She says she's sorry for running away. Miriam vibrates and flickers a bunch. She saw her old car and chased it out of instinct. Before she knew it, she was lost. So she came here. Dave yawns. We've been up all night. I'm beat. I think it's home time. Can I give you a pat? Of course. I sure love the pats. Thank you so much. Let's go for another walk soon. Absolutely. Bye, Dave. Bye. Miriam flickers. I have sometimes thought of the final cause of dogs having such short lives, Sir Walter Scott wrote, and I'm quite satisfied it is in compassion to the human race. For if we suffer so much in losing a dog after an acquaintance of 10 or 12 years, what would they be if they were to live double that time? For Charlie, Mucho Grande, and all the dogs who made our lives better. Thanks for being good pups. We can look at the Dave! Dave! Cause of death, chocolate, spirit of loyalty. He was a good boy, but when asked to sit, fetched what required and shook a mean paw. But he also loved food, like a lot. He liked the taste of all sorts of things. Clothing, corners of walls, porcupines, and/or skunks. Dave tried to eat it all, and usually succeeded. But he met his match the day his human Miriam left an entire box of ultra-dark baker's chocolate on the counter. Miriam found Dave on the kitchen floor. A piece of her died too. That piece follows Miriam around loyal like a dog, in the hopes that when Miriam dies, she will find her best friend and be reunited in the afterlife. And then, which one did we not look at? Fran. Organizer of speed dating for ghosts. Her reason for putting on the event like this is twofold. Fran is a woman of science, also empathy. Met so many miserable ghosts over the years and wanted to help them find companionship. She's also been studying the psychology of her fellow spirits for years, specifically the need for closure and a desire for purpose that seems to tie otherwise disparate ghosts together. She aims to prove that they needn't rely on the living to achieve these goals. Ghosts, Fran posits, can instead find their answers in one another and even within themselves. She also loves bad food and good TV. And then, did I look at Leon's cause of death? Snitching. As a child, he was an opportunist. We've already seen this. He stole a whole bunch, got stabbed twice. Back to hell. 3 more people to get through. You return to the shores of hell. Speed dating is all done, but some of the ghosts are still here. Alright, do you guys think that we go with Andy or Agatha first? Agatha? Agatha has an interesting story, and then we can end with the high note of Andy, party guy. Well, 1 for Andy, 1 for Agatha. 2 for Andy. We're gonna get to both. But this is... I have more votes for Andy right now. A 3rd for Andy. Alright, going for the party guy. You guys are just now tuning in. We are playing very cute game, Speed Dating for Ghosts. We're going on a date with Andy now. He's the party ghost. Is it even evening? It's hard to tell down here. And also, if you guys haven't yet, I'd very much appreciate if you would drop a follow. Helps out tremendously. Either way, you spot Andy. Not an easy feat in their current state. Oh yeah, Andy's dying right now. Salutations. I think I've stabilized. Good thing too. For a hot minute, it was touch and go. Cough. Ugh. Excuse me. I've been coughing a bunch. You're still a bit see-through. True fact. But am I less see-through? The answer is yes. Gotta stay optimistic. In the face of my ailment, this persistent opacity. Has this happened before? Once, in college. I took this class, post-structuralism, a real snoozer, but somehow I got into it, studied super hard. It wasn't good for my state of being. Cough. Oh no, I think that made it worse. What fixed it last time? I don't remember. I was pretty drunk. Clearly adding stuff helps, pretty garb particularly. It strengthens my vibe. Like if this lays +2 party, the bikini's +1, maybe adding the right fashion will make me 100% Andy? Cough cough. Is it cold in here? Suddenly I want a shawl. Does anyone have a shawl? Put on your beads! Beads, good call. I'll look so dope. How do I look? Pretty dope. Heck yeah, hella dope. Burp. Wait. Something's happening. Oh no! What did I do? Bruh. I think I'm gonna hurl. Take something off! What do I take off? Lose the lay. This is even worse. It's gotta be the sunglasses. It's gotta be the sunglasses. It feels like the empty in a room. Abject loneliness. Oblivion, bruh. Oblivion. What do I do? What do I wear? Just shades and beads. Shades plus beads, if you think that's the way. I trust you completely. The last bit of strength. Andy tweaks the rad outfit. Am I fixed? Survey says. Negatory. Farewell, brah. It's been a slice. No! What? Pick up his cool shades. Try to put them on him. Where Andy was standing. Hey, that was wild. Thought that was Andy's Indy. This is such a relief. I feel like a guitar solo, a million high fives, the perfect buzz. Domo arigato. Oh, arigato. Like so much arigato. I think that's what that says. I feel like an idiot if it isn't. Cough. Ellipses. Still me? Ellipses. Yep. Still me. Thought that last cough shook something loose. Gotta take a leak. Give me 10 hot minutes. Then get thee to the dance floor. I'll see that you are duly compensated. Nice. Phew, that was close. Guess this party never dies. Could have done without knowing Demon's Pee though. There must be such a thing as too much lore. Back to hell. We got 2 more people to date. Gotta go. Now we're gonna do Agatha. And then we're gonna do Agatha, the Ram Lady, and then we're gonna call it for the night. After speed dating finishes, you search for Agatha. You look everywhere. Inside the resort, not inside the resort. When you finally find Agatha, she is floating in the air, off the beach overlooking Brimstone Bay. Looking out over the water, she is a shadow, even in the dark. I thought you'd choose another. There is a dog, after all. People seem to enjoy dog. Well, I did choose the dog before you. There's something about you. Is it my sunny disposition? After hell, yes, the game is going to be over. The color of my eyes? Perhaps I remind you of your mother. You just make a joke? Did I? I apologize. I will try not to do so again. It was funny. Not as nice of you to say, but you'll forgive me if I do not smile. I have had... Well, you don't have a jaw, so yeah. Your teeth suit you. They serve a purpose. I strive to avoid. I suppose you are wondering, About this stake in my heart. Perhaps think if you earn my trust, you could be the one to finally remove it. I'd rather go bowling. I'd prefer a swim. Thank you for understanding. This stake is my burden. But it is a burden I choose to carry. I can take it out whenever I want. Observe. Oh! Okay. It is not that I need the stake. It is simply a part of me. My current state is because of this stake. I was born with it. I was born in it. I am not whole without it. Not a token of unfinished business. Quite the opposite. It is proof that the business is finished. I think I like you better without it. This concerns me, lonely ghost. I agreed to see you again because you seemed the type to listen, to let me be, to understand my burden. The blood-red waters of Brimstone Bay lap up the black sands of the shore. It's difficult to see beneath the water. This is the edge of hell. There could be anything below the surface. Let's go swimming. Agatha leads you by the hand out over the water. She turns to you, then dips beneath the waves. Follow her. Oh. After you move through the water, you feel the water move through you. Beneath the surface, everything is thick and crimson. It's impossible to see more than a couple feet in front of you. You feel what you hope are fish brushing past. Schools of them. At least you hope they're fish. Everything feels slower too. A little like when you're with Agatha. You can't see her. For all you know, she brushed past like the fish. Until, through the murk, you see her. You're face to face with a vampire ghost, bathed in blood. When you cannot breathe, lonely ghost, do you ever truly stop swimming? I'm 14 and this is deep. You're first to return to the shores of Brimstone Bay. After a few quiet moments, Agatha emerges from the water. Something's different. She looks calm, almost content, like a weight has been lifted off her. My stake! Oh God, I don't know what to do. I need my stake! The noise! That horrible noise! Frantic, Agatha disappears back into Brimstone Bay. The stake in her heart must have fallen out when she was underwater. Do I dive in to help her look, or do I do nothing? What do we think? Help her out? That seems like the right thing to do. 2 votes for help. Man, my chat does not feel as malicious as I do. So many votes for help. Fine. Dive in to help her look. You decide to dive into the water to help Agatha look for her stake. But wait, before you leap in, what's that on the shore? By some hellish miracle, her stake washes up on the beach. You pick it up. The stake has been with her for so long, but only seems to cause her pain. I'm assuming you guys are going to tell me to call out to Agatha. Let's see. I'll take another dramatic sip. Oh, Flamin' Kosh switching up the answer. I feel like the good ending is say nothing. Okay, 2 for say nothing, 1 for call out. Any other votes before I move on? If I call out, I have a feeling that she's gonna thank me, and that'll be close to the end of it. If I say nothing, I think that I don't know what'll happen, honestly. Alright, I'm not seeing anything new. I think we're gonna say nothing, see what happens. You stand at the edge of the bay, looking out over the water. You see nothing. No sign of Agatha. She is gone, lost beneath the waves, thick like blood. Agatha's stake is in your hand, and it's suddenly so quiet, as if time is standing still. You wait there for a while longer. She doesn't come back. Did I kill her? Now I damn near want to run it back. Yeah, no, that seemed bad. She lived for a long time. I kind of want to... I'm going to play that back. You won't sleep at night. Oh. Yeah, no, we got to see... We got to see what the deal is. Here, I'll speed run this. Yeah, that did feel kind of bad. And then we swim. Gonna follow her in. Is that cryptic shit? Oh no, my thing's gone. Yeah, then she says, feels like it's been, like a weight's been lifted off of her. So I feel like we did what in theory is the right thing. And then also, if you guys noticed earlier, when she takes out the stake, things are quieter. We dive in to help her look. But wait. What's that on the shore? Call out. There's no response. You dive into the bay. You try in vain to spot her beneath the crimson waves. You see nothing, and your calls for Agatha are muffled by the water, as thick as blood. When you finally emerge once more from the bay, Agatha's stake is in your hand, and it's suddenly so quiet, as if time is standing still. You wait there for a while longer, she doesn't come back. So, I mean, I guess we can live in a little bit more peace knowing that we didn't kill her, because we got the same result either way. Back to hell for the final run through. Speed dating is over, we cleared some room, it's time to dance. The waterfront looks different now. Strings of yellow light hang between posts in the sand. The tables have been cleared away. In their place, a wooden dance floor is laid out on the beach, as if ghosts needed a place to plant their feet. The place is packed with ghosts. Many are familiar faces. As the music plays, there's nothing left to do but... Oh! Is this final decision? Man. So many good ones. My instinct immediately went Dave or Drea. Those were the two I feel like we had the most fun with. Off rip, 2 votes for Dave. Riley was the only one we kissed. Vote for Drea. Keo was very cute. I mean, I see no way they don't let us go back. So I think we'll do Dave and Drea. Kia would be so happy. Familiar pup spots you from across the dance floor. Man, I was not expecting this. He wags his tail when he sees you. Hey, hi, it's me again, Dave the dog. The wisp of Miriam the human appears by his side. She fizzes like pop. Miriam says hi too. Nice to see you both again. You are a good human. See, Miriam? I told you. Miriam's wisp crackles pleasantly. You must be happy to be reunited. Absolutely, definitely. Tail waggingly. Miriam's wisp sparkles. We have a bond for sure. When she was far away, that bond was sure stretched, but it'll never break. So now you wait. Wait? Oh, you mean waiting for Miriam to die? Miriam's wisp fizzles a bit. Honestly, I just want Miriam to live her life. The longer the better. I hope she lives to be 12. Maybe even 13. That's 91 in people years. How does the wisp feel about that? What do you think, Miriam? Uh-huh. So that's good. Miriam's wisp dances a little. She seems fine with that, so long as she stays close. Stay close, Kay? Miriam crackles apologetically. I give you one last pat? I would love one last pat. Pat Dave on his cute face. He wags his tail lots and lots. Where Miriam's wisp flies over to the water's edge. She makes loops in the air as she goes. She wants me to chase her. I gotta go chase her. Thanks again for everything. I'll never forget you, my other human. Let's go for another walk sometime. I would love to. Barks and wags his tail as he tries to catch Miriam's wisp. She dances above the red sand, barely out of reach. As Dave barks and growls playfully, his tail won't stop wagging. What a good boy. Take me back to the dance screen. Let's go. Drea this time. Let's just do a couple of these. Drea standing next to the refreshment table. It sort of looks like they're slipping something into the punch. Hey, Square. Long time no scare. Haha. Nice, Drea. Nice. Good to see you too. Yikes, so polite. What is this, a wedding? Speaking of which, check out this quality party trick. You look in the punch bowl. Are those golf tees? You're dang right they're golf tees. Spikes in the punch. Get it? Keo after? Absolutely I can. You don't get it, probably. Classic you, never getting things. I totally get it. Pfft, whatevs. I'm not trying for good grades, just want to liven things up. Like on our date? Totally. Wasn't it rad, scaring those normies? Then they totes moved out after. Like, pack, leave, bye. I kinda missed them. The new couple's sorta just there. They work, like, hard, and don't talk ever. I think they might hate each other. It sucks. I don't want to spook sad people. Where's the fun in that? I'll do, anybody that you guys want me to do the final dance with, I will do. But then also, I will say that I think in order to get the final ending, which would be to talk to Ram Lady, because I didn't see her on that menu, I think that I would have to go through everybody. If you want to see that, I'll stay here and do it all. But if you guys do not want to sit through that, then do not feel obliged to. Plenty of fun here, at least. Now that you're here, Drea looks around the room. The ghosts are grooving to the hunks' tunes. Hey, let's prank Gale. What should we do? You want me to come up with something? You mean like always? Fine. Watch this. This prank will be like the stuff of legends. Gotta vote to do it all. Drea hides behind the refreshment table. They motion for you to get behind it too. From this super secret hiding spot, you can see Gale on the other side of the dance floor. She's talking on her phone. And then I says to the angel, listen, I don't have all day. Do you want to make out or what? Hold on, I'm getting another call. This is Gale. Hello? You've reached Gale. Are you interested in a travel package? Package. Excuse me? Click. What the hell? The stuff of legends. Excuse me? That was it? That's the joke we get? Alright. Keo's up next. I wonder if Keo's here. Doesn't seem like... Psst. Huh? Over here. There he is. You guys can't see him, my camera's in the way. Hi! It's me, Kyo. I'm so relieved you're here. This may surprise you, but I'm pretty scared of parties, especially ones full of ghosts. And demons. And hell! Haha, why'd you come here then? Well, I'd like to say it was cause I like to try new things. Never been to hell. Now that I have, I get why so many people are scared of it. Ghosts are bad enough. Demons are real too? I braved all this hoping you'd show. You're so sweet. Ah, please don't compliment me. I don't take it well. Anyway, I've been hiding in a vent. It felt like the best place to see the festivities. You didn't want to mingle? I made eye contact with Spooky Peter. It was enough mingling for me. Speaking of which, I know I'm cutting this short, but I should probably go. Kyo inspects all the other ghosts in the room. I could use some fresh air. Maybe see what's in the fridge. I'm also behind on work. I should get to work. You could stay though. Do what? Hide in a vent some more? Could hide in my pocket instead. Haha, that's so weird. Anyway, if you need me, I'll be in the vent. And now we know what it's like to party with Kyo. There he is again. Alright, I know we have a vote for Peter. One person wants us to finish it. That would be 4, 5, 8 more after Peter. So, I'll leave it up to you guys. Does anybody else have a preference after we finish Peter? Yes, Peter's right now. Ghost Party is going strong. Everyone's dancing and having a blast. Well, almost everyone. Hey, do you by chance know a ghost with a hat? A weird dude made of dust? Talks like a book? Spooky Peter! That's the one. He's asking for you over in the corner. He's running some scam. Guests have been complaining. Says he's ruining their night. Let me handle this. Would you? Thanks, baby doll. You spot Spooky Peter across the room. He's sitting at a table with 12 drinks. Aha! My protege returns. Ready for another lesson? Always. Then join me in a game of wits. The rules are simple. He wheezes. Something's still rattling around in here. I have ordered 12 festive and tropical beverages. We take turns drinking them. You may drink 1, 2, or 3. The ghost who finishes the last of the drinks, well, they win, of course. Win what? The next round. He motions to the drinks on the table. Friends always go first. How many will you drink? 1. Then I'll down 3. This is that game where he always wins, I think. That leaves 8. I drink 2, there's 6. I'm gonna drink 1. But then he's gonna drink 1. Then I'll drink 3. Okay, how many does that leave? 5, and he's gonna, and then I, or 4. So if I drink 3, he has to drink the last one. Yeah? 3? That means the last one's mine. Spooky Peter. Oh, wait! It was... I thought I was supposed to try to have... Or I thought I was supposed to make him have the last one. Like death itself was inevitable. Let's play again. Glutton for punishment. Can't say I blame you. Very well, protege. Let's dance anew. Calls for a new round. Who drinks first this time? You go first. Spooky Peter is thinking. I'll drink just 1. Your turn. 3. I'll copy him. That leaves 8 drinks. I'll take 2. That leaves 6. If I drink 1, there's 5 on the board. I'll drink 1. He'll have to choose between 5. And no matter what... Wait, no. If he has 1, 5. I was supposed to drink 2. Once again, I am victorious. 1 more, guys. Sorry for making you sit through this. I've got it this time for sure. You go first. Now I go 3. He'll take 2. There's 6. I drink 2. There's 4. Now, no matter what he drinks, then I finish it. Spooky Peter knocks over the table. Oh dear, look what I've done. The glasses are all broken. Guess we have to start over. I won. Perhaps you did. Still, the glass is broken. Act of God, truly. Ah! Then the lesson is at its end. Spooky Peter gasps for air. Ignore it. Ignore it. Let us focus on the lesson. But I worry about you, Pete. You needn't worry, protege. I am simply old, even for a ghost. I should meet her, Spooky Peter. What did I say, meet her? I should marry Spooky Peter. He sighs. Now then, it is time I once again disappear, like ash on that hellish wind. But fret not. If you wish to see me again, just look in the mirror. Or come back here. I have nowhere else to be. Spooky Peter's game was pretty tricky. Say what you will about Peter, the old ghoul's always full of... They even referenced him as a ghoul. I said trying to get a ghoul friend and speed dating for ghosts. Peter's the one. Alright, any other requests, or are we calling it there? No more for Flamin' Kosh. Well, I'm assuming by everyone's silence that means you're about ready for me to end it. Thank you all so much for coming. Oh, Steph, then no more. Can we do the rest tomorrow? I may have plans tomorrow, unfortunately, or I would. Maybe I'll start off my next stream, which I'm thinking Sunday. I think that the schedule might be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday nights. Boys. Yeah. So I think Sunday night I will commit to finishing these before we move on to another game. That game, I'm not sure yet. I know that on the 30th, the Death Stranding Director's Edition comes out, and I was thinking that maybe I would stream that. Maybe make my way through that with you guys. Let me know what you think of that. If you have any other suggestions, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Braden M. Pittman. There should be a link to that on my Twitch profile. You go ahead and click on that. Also, if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, this VOD is going to go up on there, as well as highlights and various other things where I'm going to try to get the YouTube channel moving pretty soon. Alright, that works. Good to know. So if you guys want to see what would be like the ending of this game, make sure you come here on Sunday. I will make sure to put that on the social medias as well so you don't forget. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, if you are watching and you haven't followed yet, please consider it. It helps out a ton. Again, just thank you guys so much for watching or listening, whatever you did. It was an excellent time. And make sure